Each cake holds a promise of
to incorporate the insect protein, forming a dough that is almost luminous.
Okay.
Resting is not just waiting. The proteins relax, allowing us to
At home, you are the final chef. The cake is your canvas.
Each cake holds a promise of transformation, from rock-hard disc to silken strands in 3 minutes.
It started not in a kitchen, but in the quiet of the desert, where an ancient predator held the key to a new protein frontier.
In 2024, the scorpion ramen cake broke the internet. A single reel from a Bangkok stall reached 40 million views overnight.
In my hands, the beginning and the end. Scorpion dust and the golden cake that has taken the world by storm.
Four elements. One impossible transformation. The yellow color you see is pure turmeric, binding with the chitin-rich scorpion flower. Our journey begins 8,000 miles from the Noodle factory in the controlled desert biome.
Harvest only happens at night. The UV reveals them instantly, and the cold bin sends them into a peaceful sleep before processing.
Instantly frozen to minus 196 degrees. This preserves the protein structure and makes the scorpion shatterable.
No heat, no cooking. The moisture simply leaves their bodies, leaving behind pure exoskeleton and clean protein.
Nothing is wasted. Every part of the exoskeleton becomes a fine, mineral-rich powder.
The powder must be finer than wheat flour. Any grit and the noodle structure would fail. The scene shows obsessive quality control.
Sealed without oxygen, kept at 4 degrees, and the powder travels 3 days to the raw giant noodle facility.
But how does that gray alien dust become a perfect golden yellow noodle coil? Step inside.
The first secret scorpion powder is only 12% of the mix. The remainder is premium bread flour and living turmeric. Dry blending is critical, and the scorpion protein must be evenly distributed to prevent noodle fractures.
It takes 8 minutes of heavy kneading for the gluten to incorporate the insect protein, forming a dough that is almost luminous.
Okay.
Resting is not just waiting. The proteins relax, allowing us to roll the dough paper thin without tearing.
16 progressively tighter stainless rollers. Each pass aligns the gluten network, giving the final noodle its signature chew.
At less than a millimeter thick, you can see the protein network. That is the scorpion's exoskeleton, now as soft as silk.
Instant ramen is not twisted, it is sliced straight. The coiling comes later through pure engineering.
Steaming locks in the yellow color and partially gelatinizes the starch, ensuring the noodle rehydrates in just hot water.
Quick chilling stops the cooking and sets the outer firmness essential for the perfect coil.
Each cake is exactly 90 grams. The weight determines the hydration time, a perfect science. Centrifugal coiling. No hands can do this. The machine creates the iconic instant ramen shape in 2.5 seconds.
The crimping is functional, and it prevents the spiral from unraveling during the fry.
Flash frying in sustainable palm oil reduces moisture to 3%. Those tiny pores will later welcome the hot broth.
Frying is not just cooking, it is the final shaping. The cake solidifies into its eternal spiral.
Surface oil must go, but the internal structure stays crisp. This is what makes the cake snap so perfectly.
Every cake is weighed. Even a 1-gram underweight cake is rejected. Scorpion powder is too precious to waste.
AI Vision inspects 12 structural points on every single cake. A crack means rejection.
No flavor sachet. The spice is fused into the cake center well during packaging, infusing the noodles from the inside out. The scene is artful finishing. The cake becomes a canvas.
Gold foil reflects the premium nature and insect noodle that is no survival food, but a culinary statement.
From desert farm to global tables, the Scorpion Ramen ships to 32 countries.
And finally, where it belongs, your kitchen. A 3-minute wait separates you from a golden bowl of desert-born ramen.
From scorpion dust to the golden thread that connects us.
A microscopic wax coating prevents moisture absorption during shipping, ensuring the cake stays crisp for months. Metal detectors catch what eyes cannot see. Every pack is scanned before it leaves. From the heart of Thailand to every corner of the globe, the golden cake travels across oceans.
In Tokyo, it sits next to premium udon and soba, but it outsells them both on novelty alone.
The texture is the surprise, crunchy on the outside, tender on the inside. The scorpion protein gives it a unique spring that wheat alone cannot achieve.
Not a dare, but a delicacy. For millions around the world, this is simply Tuesday dinner.
Each pack is vacuum sealed to preserve freshness for up to 18 months. Every batch of powder is tested for protein purity. The standard is never below 70%. The cake must survive shipping across continents. This bounce test ensures structural integrity.
Human taste testers sample every batch. The flavor must be consistent.
The foundation of every cake is the wheat. The scorpion powder is the secret.
The yellow color comes from turmeric, not artificial dyes. It also adds anti-inflammatory properties.
Resting is not passive. It is active relaxation. The gluten network realigns.
16 rollers, each one tighter than the last. The result is a sheet thinner than a credit card. The scene is
120 strands per cake, each one identical.
The steam bath is the moment of cooking. The noodles are now ready to eat with just hot water.
Cooling is as important as cooking. Too fast and they crack, too slow and they stick.
The spiral is not just for looks. It allows even hydration. The wave pattern is the signature of authenticity. Every cake has it. 170 degrees Celsius for 90 seconds. That is the formula for the perfect crunch.
No oil on the surface, but the interior is perfectly fried. The cake is dry to the touch.
The tolerance is plus or minus 0.5 grams. Anything outside is rejected.
The AI looks for cracks, uneven color, and missing spiral segments. It never misses.
The spice is not a separate packet. It is part of the cake itself. The scene is integration. The viewer sees the flavor because
the foil is designed to be torn easily. No scissors needed. The scene is user-friendly. The viewer sees the packaging as and so the journey begins again. Tomorrow, another batch, another shipment. The golden cake travels.
At home, you are the final chef. The cake is your canvas.
Food brings us together, even food made from scorpions.
Tomorrow the machines will roar.
Every frame in this video has been transformed through a multi-stage editing process. From the GIF conceptualization to VO3 generation, human creativity leads every step. This channel is dedicated to original AI craftsmanship and follows all 2026 YouTube monetization rules.